Morning, everyone. Morning, morning, morning. Here we are again, another Saturday, 11 a.m. And here we are on my Saturday sofa session. You're probably thinking, what on earth is she doing wrapped up in a black thing? There is a reason for it, so I'm going to talk about it. Thanks for joining me. I just want to say thanks to everyone who sent me all their comments and ideas on what to talk about and about what we're chatting about. Okay, so for those of you who have seen it, you'll know that today's about isolation and motivation. For those of you who haven't, I've just told you, so that's even better. I have put some book ideas on my blog, on my website. I'll tell you what my website is later. It should come up while we're chatting anyway. Lovely to see you all signing in. This is really lovely. Okay, so the reason for this is, for me, isolation brings on feelings, emotions, certain actions, and also for me represents certain colours, black being one of them. Okay, you'll see on my website I've done one of these lovely little boards, and I'm hoping that you guys can see it. Okay, so that gives you some idea. Those are the colours that I see. Okay, black, grey, blue and green. See the poor little soul isolated with a lovely thick cloud on the top. Okay, some of the emotions, some of the actions that we are when we're feeling isolated. Okay, hence the black. So let's talk a little bit about isolation. I think all of us have had a year of it. Lots of people have had to do self-isolation because they've been unwell with COVID. Hopefully we're seeing those days. We're coming out of the darkness and got a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel this week, which is all making people feel a little bit better. Plus the sunshine helps, obviously. So what kind of feelings do you have when you're feeling isolated? For me, things like sadness, unhappiness, self-doubt, anxiety, depression, don't feel close to anyone or anything, feel distressed and lonely, and I think a little bit lost. And those aren't great feelings. And I always represent things with isolation and darkness and all of those cold, dark entities. Actions always seem to come to mind as negativity, inactivity. So we don't actually feel like doing anything. We just want to hide away. Smoking, drugs, obesity, all of those things which are probably a quick fix for lots of people, but actually they're not long term. So what kind of actions then would you say that we do with isolation if you're isolated? I would have said that we probably cry, hide. Unfortunately, some people do self-harm. We have to accept that. That's one of those life's cruel things. And they're in such a horrible, dark place. They don't feel that there is anyone or anything out there to help them. But there is. There's always an answer. There's always someone there. You are never, ever alone. Even if there are days and times we all think that and feel it. We might even scream. You know, for me, those are really dark, horrible things. But there are ways of changing that. Always, like I said, always a solution. Always someone wanting to listen and help. You just have the confidence to reach out. Now, as I said, I have put some books on my website under my blog page for isolation and helping you to cope when you're in it, and also giving you a greater understanding. Okay, I think that's enough about the black side and the dark bits, isn't it? Oh, you also notice I'm not having toast today because I've already had it, because I felt quite tired this week. So hence the next colour we have is this lovely orange. Now, I don't know about you, but it actually makes me feel better. It's great. And this is what I did for motivation. Hoping you can see it. Look at that lovely person putting their arms up and just say, yes, I can do it. I'm there. I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm joyful. I'm active. I'm positive. All of those great things. I'd far rather sit in the motivation chair. Much nicer place to be. Don't get me wrong. I have been in that horrible black chair in my life. I've gone through a massive breakdown. Kids were very young at the time. Wasn't great. Wouldn't want to go back there. And I know I don't have to go back there because there are so many things out there to help you. And I hope just sitting talking about it helps. Making sure that everyone is far more aware and a lot more people do want to talk about it. So motivation then. Lovely colours. Yellow like the daffodils, orange like my scarf, red like my cushions, and the lovely sunshine outside. All great things to motivate you. So motivation then. Set your goals, even if they're tiny ones, even if they're daily ones. They just make you feel better. You feel a sense of achievement. The only person in the world that stops you is yourself. Okay. So what kind of things do we feel when we're motivated or on the road to motivation? We feel valued, we feel wanted, confident, joyful, grateful for everything we have and everything we're given. So what do? We laugh, we smile, we do communicate more. We kiss, we hug, even though we can't at the moment, even if it's long distance. We have a big hug. And we care. It's about self-care. It's about caring for others. It's about being kind. All of those things motivate you. So therefore, in motivation, I feel you become more sociable. You become more active. You go out and you do things. You want to do things. Even tidying up your garage is motivational because afterwards you feel so much better and you got rid of all that rubbish. You feel a sense of achievement, and then you're being healthy because you're feeling active. So those are all positive, great things. With that, I've mentioned positivity and all those things, and about light at the end of the tunnel and getting rid of old stuff and bringing in the new. Today is the full moon for February. So all of you out there, get rid of your old stuff, ask for the lovely new stuff to bring it all in, make you feel better. That's that. They say a place of isolation is or can be a place of revelation. So although we love to be motivated and all of it's all lovely and brightly coloured, there is a part of that motivation that I do feel you do need to isolate yourself off to be able to find out the ways to get to motivation. And then it does become a revelation. So all really good, powerful things. I'm just going to give you an idea on a couple of the books. This is down to a few of you that have given me some ideas on the fact that you wanted to speak about isolation and motivation and about books to read on the subject. So I'll give you a couple of examples, but as I said, they are on my blog. My blog is here, and this is my webpage, just so that you all know, www.sbbusinesssupport.com. Do have a look and put your comments. So a couple of the books then. Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Laurie Gottlieb. Okay. Rest by Alex Soo-Chung Kim Pang. It's a nice little word, isn't it? Lovely name, that. One is called Option B, which is about facing adversity and building resilience. And thank you to one of my lovely viewers who's given me a suggestion for next week, which I will be talking about resilience. So all of you can home on in for that. And last but not least, on the book side of it, and to finish our little chat today on isolation and motivation, is The Little Book of Big Life Change by Carrie Coulier. Now, I've started reading that. It's quite an eye-opener, very good read. So I'm going to leave you with those books. Again, I said, thanks for all comments. Thanks for turning up today. It's been absolutely brilliant. And I will see you next Saturday, and have a very good week, everyone. Bye.